waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in.
Hello Monster Jam fans, Monster Jam World 17 here again, and I am deeply sorry for getting this video out so late. A lot of information have been going out since September of last year, and I've not been able to make individual videos like I was originally planning to. But rest assured, I'm back, I'm gonna get things down to business, so let's jump into the first quarter recap. So, going back to what happened in September with the Triple Threat Series announcements and the now new FS1 West and East Series, I've got to say this, it's a good idea, but I'd limit a little bit of the arena tours. Maybe shorten the tours just a tiny bit and maybe have breaks in between. I mean, the Stadium Series drivers ended up skipping like one event for the tour, for the East Tour, so I'm not sure exactly what they had in store for it, but tours, they're good. The schemes this year, couple blips here and there with Medusa and the Cletus truck with their different paint schemes and cancellations, but I can see where they were going to go with it with the 25th anniversary of Monster Jam and all. And Medusa retiring from the scene, I can see what they wanted to do with it, but I guess they just ran out of time. Excuse me. What I also saw out of the World Finals was many people considered this to be the best World Finals ever. I can see, actually, why this could be the best World Finals, because it had the closest races, it had the biggest upsets, it had the greatest freestyle run I think anyone has seen besides Todd LeDukes or Charlie Hawkins when they won it. But I can see why people wanted to say this was the best World Finals out of all the World Finals. You compare to what happened in events like World Finals 1 or 4, and you can say, that was okay. But then when you look at World Finals 18, it's like, really? That actually happened? You actually don't believe it for points, because there's runs like Jim Cole or Cam McQueen or Lee O'Donnell or maybe even Neil Elliott that you don't believe actually happened. But it turned out multiple of us actually saw it. Speaking of World Finals, shout out to Monster Jam Action 81, Mike Sino, aka, I don't know how to say his Instagram name, but it's Mike Sino, people know who he is, and Monster Jam OCD for meeting up with me at the World Finals. That was a pretty good time, one of my best World Finals I think I've been to. I mean, 16 still holds a little place in my heart because it was when I started Instagramming, but I gotta admit, 18 did have another big place in my heart because of how great it was, especially in the 35th anniversary encore, which was the first time I'd ever witnessed one, which was awesome. So, the World Finals, Day 1, congratulations to Tristan England. Day 2, congratulations to Ryan Anderson. Day 3 was something different with the freestyle track because they brought back the pool, probably because of Jim Kohler. Last time they had a pool was in 2012, nearly 5 years ago. That was insane to see a pool back in there, even though it lasted like 2 trucks. Way to go, Bryce. Good job. Anyway, the bus, good idea for the bus. Probably could have expanded upon it a little bit more. Maybe bring in like a box van, or maybe bring in a mobile home. Bring in some old things that the fans would like. But, that was good. What Leo O'Donnell did, when I saw his run, like you see the first, like, 3/4 of his run, it was like, okay. And then, if it wasn't for that front flip, he would not be a freestyle world champion right now. When I first saw Mad Scientist in Hagerstown last year, I kept thinking to myself, would this truck be a good race truck or a freestyle truck? And he won racing during that night I went, and I automatically assumed it was going to be a great race truck. Then I saw the practice times going to the World Finals, and I thought, okay, this could be even a greater race truck than I thought it'd be. Then he red lit. That kind of crushed everything. So, Mad Scientist, if anyone remembers my analysis review of this truck, I take back virtually everything I said about the truck. Gas Monkey, most of my opinions still stand, but Mad Scientist, I think it went a little higher in my 2016 truck announcement list. So, there you have it. Continuing on with more of what I had to see from this year was the FS1 Championship Series. A lot more interesting than it was last year because A, you actually had a lot of swaps of the lead, and B, it was a lot closer when it came to event number 4 or something like that. And they went to different venues this time. Like this time they went to Glendale. It would have been good if they went to Minneapolis or maybe even Nashville. But it was good that they expanded upon their events a little bit more. Still waiting for Baltimore Feld. I'm listening, you know. Anyway, continuing on. Both the East and West Series both showed us great champions that walked out of this. For the West Tour, it was the first time since 2015 that a Monster Energy truck had come within a point's reach of getting the championship and actually winning. So it's the first time Monster Energy won the series, and it's the first time since 2015 Lindsey Wink had come close to winning the series and actually winning. So, good job on Todd and Lindsey. I've got to say this, sorry Damon Bradshaw, I really had high hopes for you this season, but I gotta say Todd's a better fit for Monster Energy when you think about it. I mean, Matt Byton's doing a really good job, he's basically a Brian Deegan at this point. Speaking of which, does Brian still drive? Comment below if you think Brian still drives Metal Militia for Monster Jam. If he doesn't, no big loss. But speaking of Metal Militia, this is going to be one of my big criticisms of the first quarter. First off, the PC of being, having guns on your truck, which is an example of what happened with Metal Militia and Gunslinger and Chad Fortune, Soldier Fortune. So now we have Slinger, we have Metal Militia with a different paint job, no loss there, and Soldier Fortune without a gun. Okay, you can take it away from Slinger, that's fine. Take it away from Metal Militia, that's okay too. Taking it away from Soldier Fortune, that's just sad. When you think about it, if you want to represent the troops that have defended us with the very weapons that you're trying to censor, when you think about it, it actually sounds really stupid. And, well, I don't know, but I see Hot Wheels didn't fix it. Feld, you're not doing your job. You're not censoring everything. Okay, back on track again. Triple Threat Series. Thought the champions coming out of it were pretty good. Cole Bernard, unfortunately, will not be competing with Moss Jam with the rest of this year. He might come back somewhere in the future, but I don't know. And then there was Justin Sipes and Megalodon. He won the series, but didn't show up at the World Finals. I kind of question where they went there with that. But, and what was the third champion? Oh, Tyler Menega and Gravedigger. I really wanted Colton to win this year, and then Tyler going the Double Down Showdown, but I guess it was kind of destiny for Tyler to get to the big show, because if Tyler didn't make the big show, Kristen most likely wouldn't have made the Double Down Showdown. Possibly. But, I don't know. It managed to work out pretty well. It was a shame Pablo didn't make the 35th Anniversary Encore, but Carl was there. Okay, I could see where they were going with that. And then they had the return of the Prime Gravedigger, which was the Grandma truck, and then they had the Blue and Silver Legend truck, the thing that started my second Instagram for my Instagram overall. So, yeah, I gotta say 2017 was really good, especially with the 25th Anniversary Forward Momentum Backflip. Neil, that kicked butt. I thought that was amazing. And I kept saying to Ryan Lacoste or Scott Douglas or Leslie Mears during the pit party or Jason Lorenzo, it has to be a front flip ramp, because Tom didn't land it exactly as he wanted in MetLife. So if Tom really wanted to go the extra mile, he'd get Neil or Colton to do this stunt and end up landing the front flip officially with a Max D truck, with the 25th Anniversary body as a placeholder. But it was a forward momentum flip. And people, if you want to really find something really interesting, you can go back to one of my Christmas posts from 2016, and you can actually find the forward momentum ramp in the one of the posts. You can actually find it, and you can really see that Tom Meents was working on this stunt way back in 2015 or 2016, where he really wanted to land this, and it took a little bit more development than the front flip ramp did. So I can see where it wanted to go with that, because the front flip ramp is just a simple kick over, but with the back flip ramp you actually have to flip off of it. So I can see where they wanted to do with that. Things they really missed out on when it came to the Hot Wheels toy line and the 25th anniversary as a whole. They could have brought back old trucks. Now, Hot Wheels actually kind of perfected that, because they actually brought back 6 old trucks that everybody kind of expected, like the S10 Avenger, the Blue Hot Wheels, Team Meents, the 1980s Michigan Ice Monster, the 1990s King Crunch Auto Value Edition. I don't think it was sponsored by Auto Value then. But, and then the Gravedigger Red Primer. But, Monster Jam as a whole didn't really go up on that. The only thing they really had it going for it was the World Finals 18 Avenger, which had a callback to the 2001 version, which had a darker paint scheme and ran a flag on the back. It was a similar style, except it wasn't Dale Earnhardt, it was Sam's Town on the back of it. But overall, I thought the World Finals was really good. Let me think. Okay, so let's get into some personal stuff. First off, don't expect another video for a while, because once I get school done in the next 3 weeks or so, then I'll make another video. But this video, it took virtually since September to get this video done, because of all the shenanigans going on with my phone breaking before the World Finals and trying to get it ready. So, there was that. So, thank you guys for 1,500 followers on Instagram. That is insanity. I could not be any happier with the result. With just doing something so simple and then turning it into something that's even crazier than life, that's meaning a lot. And I gotta thank people like Moss Jam's Finest, Moss Jam for Life, Moss Jam OCD. I gotta thank all those guys and everybody virtually, because they truly helped me along my way with just getting everything down and nailed to a hard surface and just making something that I didn't even expect to be real. So, thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for close to 200 subscribers on YouTube. We're still building our little empire on this channel. And if people are wondering about a couple things, no, Downhill Thrill is dead. It is dead forever. It will not come back. Truly, it is dead. It will not live. I am still an avid collector of Hot Wheels, but I'm not going to be showing off any new releases unless it's really important, like if it's a flashback that no one's really seen yet, or if it's like a rare release that no one has much of, like Exterminator or any other variant color versions, then I guess I'll do that. But truly, I just wanted to cover all bases and explain everything with all the new schemes. Basically, every new scheme was awesome. I don't have any biased opinions to certain schemes, except for the fact that Earthshaker and the Prototype State looked like Dirt Crew. But that's kind of it when you think about it. So, yeah. Also with Instagram, my posts are going to be coming out a little slower than they usually do, because I'm kind of building up my ideas so I can generate new stuff for you guys when it comes to the summer. And if you guys want to meet me in a Maryland-based area, I've got 2 more shows I'm going to, Monster Truck-wise. I'll be heading to Hagerstown in the end of July, which is going to be a pretty good event. Lineup looks good with drivers like Scott Buteau, Pablo Huffaker, Kevin Crocker, and Steven Sims Jr. So that's going to be a good lineup. And then you have Gaithersburg, Maryland, which has drivers Zane Ratu, Paul Strong, Ryan Disharoon, Greg Witchenbach. They have a lot of good drivers for these events. With the World Finals, I'm going to give the World Finals a whopping 10 out of 10. You can't beat this Finals. Way better than 16. A little bit better. Like, way better than 17. A little bit better than 16. And it rivals that of World Finals 15. So, there's that of the Quarter 1 recap. And Monster Jam World 17 signing out, guys. See you next time.